And howdy, howdy, howdy. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you for joining me. If you are new to the channel, thank you for coming in and joining us. Our old friends of the family here, thank you for coming back. Know it's been a while, but a lot of people have been asking, so I decided let's jump in, let's see what we can do. We're going to give it a moment or two while people keep coming in here. Say hi to everybody that's here so far. I know how much that really just drove people crazy. It used to. We got Hermes here, Laura Waldy, my lead mod. Thank you, Laura. Mischief Managed. Let's see who else we got up in here. We got Ozzy53. Good day. Make sure we're not Grand Theft Hoopty. And let's see, said hi to Hermie. James, how are you doing, brother? Thank you for being back. Good to see you. Chris on the drums. What's up, brother? Kathy Burkhart, welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's see, Lori Marie. How you doing, Lori? JD. And I see more people are dumping in as we go. Miss Sunrise Dawn. Folks, make sure that you say howdy to the mods. Great people. They volunteer to do this. They're good friends. They're great people. So make sure that you show them some love and support. We got Susan, Sarah Stiles, Ushiburmi, Wounds to Wisdom, Teresa. How you doing, Teresa? Tans, how are you doing tonight? Andrew Malloy, hey, what's up? Good to see you. Distone, how you doing? Thank you for being back. Linda Barnaby, Mona, Fat Grammy is in the house. Oh no, that's different, Mona. Let's see. It's been a little while. Selena, how we doing, darling? Thank you for being here. Karen Lee, Shane, Incarnasol, what's up? Let's see here. Make sure we're not missing too many other people, but Indigo Twin, howdy, howdy, howdy. Thank you for being back. And thank you all for joining me. Totally Jersey, thank you for being here. Yeah, it's been a while. There's been a lot going on. So, oh Lord have mercy, the trouble has jumped into the room as it is. Look at there. We got our good old friend Farrell Cheryl. Love you, darling. Thank you for being here, hun. Where's Dusty at? You need to go over and give him a good kick in his hind end. Never end. And Nana Crack, okay, how you doing? And thank you, Mona, for jumping in and being a member. So, there's been a lot of questions. A lot of people have been asking what's been going on with me, how things have been, how I am doing. If you can't tell, number one, a journey. How you doing? Thank you. So if you can't tell just by looking at me, I've been doing great. Been working a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. It's my new job. I absolutely love it. It is challenging. It is busy. It is hectic. It is chaotic at times. And it's exactly the kind of thing that I thrive in. I love my job and it's doing good. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be in it for too much longer because things go the way that they're looking. I'm probably going to be getting promoted into another position, and I'm going to be going into something that I've really been wanting to do. There was one position that I was really looking at, and if everything goes well, I could be going in that position, but now a new possible position's opened up, and I'm really looking forward to either one. They're both really good positions that are kind of things that I really want to do. So where have I been? I've been here with the family, been focusing on us, been focusing on our lives. The thing is that it got to a point where I was doing a live stream every single night of the week, and I was getting burnout really bad. And then it just seemed like the whole anti-Scientology community, I can't say the whole, but a good majority of it, was turning so toxic. People going after each other for the least little thing. Oh, you aren't supporting this person? Well, I got to do everything I can to burn you for that. Or you support this person? How could you support that person? And because you support, the whole purpose of the community was that we work together to bring down Scientology. And it got to the point where it wasn't a matter of going against Scientology. So many people were going at each other. And, Matt, what's going on, brother? Thank you for being here, folks. Matt Elliott, SPTV Canada, another good friend of the channel. I really learned a lot when I decided to step away. And what did I learn? There were a lot of people claiming to be friends, claiming to be associates, that when I stepped away, I never heard another thing from them. It's one of those that if I wanted to talk to these people, I had to call them and talk to them. or I had to email them, I had to message them, I had to text them, whatever. Um, and the fact is that, you learn who your real friends are when you go quiet for a while. Folks like Farrell Cheryl, Dusty, Laura Waldy, Miss Sunrise Dawn, Anaphylaxis, all the Mischief Managed, all these folks, they are, you know, they were getting in touch with me. They were, "Hey, are you okay? Are you doing all right? What's going on?" And, you learn who your real friends are in these things. And I learned very quickly. I found out that while I was talking to certain people, they would be in the live stream of someone who is doing nothing but doing everything they can to tear me down. Hey, Dougie, what's going on, brother? Nice seeing you back. Thank you. And I found out that folks were asking me questions, personal questions, questions about other things. And literally, I'm watching them in chats of people who are, because I'm getting messages through Facebook, things like that. And I'm finding out that people that I thought were friends were on other channels that were doing everything they could to cut at me. And they're in there repeating everything that is being said in a private conversation with those people. So those things started building up. Then when they started going after my family, that was last straw. You add in the fact that I was getting burnt out, uh, and let's be honest, the fact is that you're trying to do this content on Scientology. I'm trying to do content as best as I can. That's why I started mixing things up, started doing the police chase videos, started doing the true crime videos, those kinds of things. We started trying to spread it out more evenly, trying to keep it more interesting for everyone involved. And then what happens is, people are just, they're doing everything they can to go at me. There are actual, there were channels that were doing hit pieces on me left and right. You know what? I don't care about any of that. I know who I am. My family knows who I am. The fact is all that is, irrelevant. But when they came at my family, that was the last straw. And I found out there were certain people that I had been very loyal to, had been very supportive of. And I told them, hey, I got to back away. I got to, they're coming at my family. It's one thing to come at me. I'm a big boy. I can handle what happens to me. But what happened was when I tell these people that I'm backing away, one who I was very strongly supported to, Susie, all thank you for those 5 gifted memberships. And if you're one of those people who got one of those memberships, make sure you let Susie know you appreciate it. But one person, I called this person up. I didn't want to do it by messenger. I didn't want to do it by text. I wanted to call them and personally talk to them. I said, hey, I got to back away for a while. I got to let things just stop. They're coming at my family and all these things. And the response I got was, okay, good luck to you. And that was the last I heard from that person. And so I learned about loyalties. I learned about friendships. I learned about who are true friends and who are people that I can actually rely on. And I learned a lot from it. And when I decided that I was going to start coming back and start looking at doing live streams, doing the live content, doing the edited content, those kinds of things, I wanted to come at it with people that I knew that I could trust, people that were there in the good and the bad, not just the good times, but the people that were there in the good and the bad. Wait a minute. Did I see somebody just come into my chat that we know is just, this is the person who just comes in and just destroys everything? I can't see it yet. Yeah. Oh, there's my girl. There's my girl, Pinche Becky. Everybody say howdy to Becky. Boy, she's been having fun at all those different things she's been doing. Be honest with you, folks. I'm putting in 60 to 80 hours a week sometimes. Sometimes I'm being called in 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to work. And I'm very happy with my job. I love my job. I think it's awesome. We are actually doing better now than we've ever done. As I've said from the beginning, this channel has never been about trying to make a living off of it. And that's just how it is. I'm doing what I want to do because I enjoy it. And one of the things I've always enjoyed is the friendships that I've made with the folks that are out there in my chat, the friends of the channel, and some of you have become more like family than friends. And I really appreciate every one of you. Want to make sure you give Susie, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. If you got one of them, make sure you let Susan P know about that, you appreciate her. Oh, look who's here. Wayne's World of Science and Technology. What's up, Wayne? I'm going to come back and I'm going to start going through some of the comments as we go, folks. Don't think I'm ignoring all of you. Just some things I want to get out there, and I just want to make sure everybody knows what's going on and how I appreciate a lot of you for what you're doing. So if you got questions, throw them out there. Laura, if you see good questions in there, make sure you star them for me so I don't miss them. I don't want to make anybody feel left out. Folks, it's been a little while. I'm a little rusty. I'm getting back into it. And yeah, thank you, Incarnasol. Yeah, I'm very, very happy. This job has a lot of upward potential for me. They recognize not only my experience, over 30 years in law enforcement, they also recognize my leadership and training, skill, experience. So it's one of those kinds of jobs where I feel like I am truly appreciated, and I appreciate how they treat me. And it's just a good job. So let's go to number 2 on the list here. So where have I been? We've answered that. What have I been doing? Y'all know I've been working my butt off, but it feels great. I am probably the lightest I've been in 15, 20 years. My weight is down. I am walking 5 to 10 miles a day. I am doing, and those who are in my circle, like Laura Waldy and some of the mods and things like that, they know that there's a lot more going on than just the job itself. There's so much more beyond that. And it's awesome. I love it. The wife's work has really stepped up, and the wife and I've always said that the wife and I talked about how good a relationship the wife and I have. Our relationship is fantastic. We are doing great. We just got back. We went to Pittsburgh for the weekend for a birthday party. Our grandniece, her daughter, just had a second birthday. We went out there for that, and we weren't there for Pittsburgh. I'm sorry if you live in the Pittsburgh area, but it's just not my kind of town. But we had a great time with family out there, getting to see everybody again. We spend so much time working and just trying to get over the hump, and y'all know how that is. If you were one of those folks who was gifted one of the 10 memberships from Does It Matter to You? Not to me, make sure you let them know you appreciate it. And thank you so much. Indigo, thank you for the gifted membership. So folks, if you do get one of those, make sure you let everybody know how much you appreciate it. Let's see, working on a lot of different projects now. If you don't know, I have a home foundry now to where I can cast metal parts, anything, signs, parts, anything I want to make. All those things I can now cast. I have the laser. I now have a CNC machine, have a 3D printer. We are really just, the problem is getting the time to do it. That's the biggest issue I've got right now. And thank you, Becky, for those memberships. So the thing is that my life at this point is going great. We're slowly but surely, we are working down any and all debt that we've had. This is a point in life where we should be, you would hopefully be starting to relax and wind down. We're tearing down everything so that within the next few years, we're going to be debt free, and we're going to have everything in place that we need. We're going to be able to enjoy our retirement, do a lot of travel. So, Doug, Poe, I've really missed you, buddy. I was angered when I when I heard what happened to your family. That's why I am doing Disaster Peace Theater, exposing a very bad man. And I appreciate that. The thing is that those folks who came at me, they were slinging all that hatred, all that shade on me. It's, what the thing is they're going to do what they're going to do. I know who I am. I'm comfortable with my family. I'm comfortable in my relationship. My wife and I are, like I said, we're doing fantastic. And it seems like every day we love and appreciate each other even more. Here's the thing. Folks were, there was a lot of stuff that people were trying to put out there as fact and all that stuff. My wife, at any point that she wants, she can go, let me see your phone. Okay, here you go. I want to go on your computer. Go ahead. You know all the passwords. There's nothing hidden there. Go ahead. Take a look. And the thing is that when these folks are saying, we caught him doing this, we caught him doing that, that's what's so laughable, is the fact that nothing that I have is locked away from my wife. Okay. she can go in and look at anything she wants. Never an issue. Go right ahead. Just don't mess up any of the stuff I'm working on. Otherwise, go look at whatever you want. I don't care. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I got nothing to hide, and I'm not going to play around with it. So that's, one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is that, you can be as angry as you want. You can hate me as much as you want. But the fact is, I'm not going to return that hate to you. Okay. You want to stab me in the back when I was there supporting you when other people were attacking you, and I went at those other people to get them off of your back and then turn around and stab me in the back? Go right ahead. All right. That just proves what kind of person you are. You're going to claim you're not going to be going at someone and you're not going to talk nasty about them anymore and then turn right around and do it again. It only exposes you for what you are. I want to be more positive, and I want to be more open. I want to include people. I want folks to feel comfortable when they come here. So if you came here to troll, thank you for adding to my view count for the show. But fact is that my mods, they're pit bulls, and they're going to clean that stuff out real quick. So let's see here. What's next on the list? All right. Well, you already know when I'm coming back. I'm back. So that's not a real question. If things go well with this and people want it, I'm going to start coming back, and I'm going to limit it to one live stream a week. We'll probably do Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock and start doing live streams. And we're going to talk about a bunch of different things. I'm not really doing a lot with the anti-Scientology community. I show my support to Farrell Cheryl. I show my support to Becky. I show my support to Dusty Soda Fountain, Pop, Dispenser, Cap, Cup, whatever he's called this week. Make sure I just send him over some artwork for t-shirts. They're still out there fighting that fight, and I really appreciate that they're doing it. But the fact is that that's that world. I got into it. I was trying to help out. I was trying to be part of that world, trying to make positive efforts in it. And you saw the toxicity that came back at you. Ushi Burmy. Sorry you had to put up with the BS that come with the trolls. That's part of it. There's no one who gets into the world of live streaming or into the world of YouTube content that doesn't have people trolling them no matter what. I've got friends that do roller coaster videos. That's all they do is they go around, they visit theme parks all over the world, and they put roller coaster content out there. They got people that are talking straight up shade on them. You've always provided a safe space here. I still feel that today. If I could read, it would help. Happy you're coming back. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate that. Let's see. Andrew Malloy. Yes, bring back the live streams. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see here who we got. Never End Nana Rip Guy. Glad to see you, Poe. There's a troll account using Never End Nana. Oh, I saw that was already in here. Indigo Twin, and one of our OG friends of the channel here. Love seeing you. Mods back in the chat. Truly's place support me during the dark time. And you know what? We are happy that we could be here and share that time with you and walk with you through that time. All right. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you've done. You know what? You come in here with an open heart and an honest heart. We're going to support you, and we're going to try to help you best as can. Nobody's perfect. We've talked about that a bazillion times on this channel. Nobody is perfect. Let's see here. I'm trying to find. Let's see. Good game plan, Poe. We just want to hang out, Joe. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mandy Gonzalez is in here. Scooters Anti-Cult Report CA. How we doing, darling? How you been? And if Mona Fat Grammy got in here, I am sorry if I didn't see you. The chat was actually moving pretty quick. It was good to see. Some of us just wanted to let you have. Thank you. I appreciate that. And there were some folks. Look here, there were folks who gave me time, and I understand that, and then messaged me and said, thank you, how you doing, things like that. I don't count those people as abandoning me. I just don't. They gave me time, and that was awesome. Doug, my health is doing fantastic. Number one is getting out there and walking 5 to 10 miles a day. And that's all part of work. I have to get up. I have to move. I'm constantly out there doing things. Oh my Lord. Look at that. The trailer park has arrived from Sarasota. Lord have mercy. How you doing, Jerry? Love you, brother. So, that's how things are. That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm feeling. I'm happy. I am content. I'm working hard. You know, a lot of people say once you get content, that's when things fall apart. Well, we just keep pushing at it. You know, we keep trying to improve. We keep trying to make things better as we go. And, you know, the thing is that, you know, open, honest Discord and chat, you know, in the family, that's how we make things better for all of us. And I'm very happy, very thankful. I have a great staff that work for me, a lot of really good professional people that are doing an awesome job. I've got one guy that's one of my supervisors. This guy literally has stepped up to the plate, and if I am able to get promoted into a position higher up or into a different field within the company I'm working for, I want him to be the person that replaces me and comes on, and I think he is going to do so well. Doug, I am so sorry to hear that you lost your mom a few months ago. Oh my goodness, brother. Well, you know, we're here. We love you. You're part of the family, and you know, we're here for you. So I just, you know, I know that there was a chat server that was made up. I think it was on WhatsApp, where, you know, it just got to the point where I'm working so much I can't keep up with it. And it wasn't disrespect to you folks. It's just literally my life became so busy with work and everything that's going on. Let's see. Well, my face looks slimmer. I thank you. Yeah, all around, I'm just healthier. I feel better. I'm doing great. I love what I'm doing. So let's see. What do we got going on here? Let's see. The next topic is, let me make sure I've got it right. Uh, that's great. I can't find it now. Okay, so what's going to be happening next for the channel? So as you all know, I'm going to be stepping up my game with a lot of edited content for DIY, uh, craft, hobby, even into the professional zone there. I want to let everybody see that a you don't have to be a professional at something to actually enjoy what you're doing. You can go ahead and you can be part of, you know, the craft world, the hobby world, those kinds of things, and you can have joy in it. You don't have to be professional level. Lord knows there's a lot of things that I can't do. I thank everybody who, you know, gives me the compliments. You do great with the artwork that you do and things like that, the crafts that you're doing. I really enjoy, you know, hearing that. But the fact is, I know I'm not perfect, and there's a lot that I miss. Hold on a second. I got somebody who's decided they want to interrupt me here. Come here. Okay, you want to keep scratching for a minute? His collar's itching his neck. Hold on. Hey, come. Come here, man. Oh. So I know a lot of people have been asking, how we doing, brother? You doing okay? Doing okay? Yeah, okay. So, Roscoe here, my big boy. He's been doing real good. We had to get on him a few times because he likes to get at other animals. So he's really feisty. He brings in a lot of presents for us that aren't good. He'll come in the door. I literally have to grab him by the collar. Open your mouth. What do you got? Oh gosh. And you know, so, but he's a hunting dog, and he's got that terrier in him. That's what they do, is they, you know, they hunt other animals. So he's, you know, that's just nature. That's who he is. That's what he does. But he's fantastic. The amazing thing, since I've stopped doing the live streams, I've stopped being so concerned about, you know, being online, doing the internet stuff and all that. He's really, really, really become attached to me. I come home from work and he's literally got to be by me every second of the day. So, you know, he's turned into quite the lap dog, that 30 pounds, and he's doing awesome. You know, y'all know I love my boy. So, good boy. So what are we going to be doing in upcoming? Like I said, if everything goes well, I'll be doing a weekly live stream. We'll generally be doing it every Wednesday night, an hour or two. I have to be up 4:30 in the morning to get ready for work. So it's one of those things. Let me get this off of here so everybody can see the top of the monster's head there. You can see the nose there. That's how he is. He loves being right here. He wants to touch me. He wants to be right there beside me. If I open the door and he walks out, he'll literally sit outside the door and whine. and you'll just hear him just whining the whole time. So I let him in, and then he decides he wants to be sitting here right in the middle of everything. Go on, go lay down on your pillow. Come on, there you go, good boy. And now he's back to being my foot warmer, so we really appreciate that. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of the DIY stuff. I'm gonna show you how to um there's only one good for okay, yeah. There's only one good 4:30 and AM, isn't it? You know what, Chris? The thing is that I enjoy the getting up there. I spent a lot of years with the police department. I had to be up and had to be into work early in the morning. So 4:30 in the morning. I did that for over a decade, getting myself ready and going into work. So it's not that bad. It's what I'm used to, although I'm finding that as I'm getting older, I'm wanting to go to bed a lot more early. So, these lives will be going an hour, maybe 2 hours at the most, but we'll see how they go. If we have everybody in here and we're got good chat and good conversation going on, we're going to keep it up and keep doing what we're doing. So as for the DIY and stuff, and I keep saying that and getting off on other topics, that the thing is we're going to be doing a lot of different things where I can show you that, there are crafts and hobbies that aren't outside of your comfort zone. You don't have to be a master artist. You don't have to be, someone who's doing it professionally for a living. And I hate that. I keep looking in the camera and I keep saying my shirt is moving different ways I don't like. But the thing is, oh, believe me, Ingrid, the wife went through that, and between the hot flashes and the cold flashes, yeah, up all night long. So yeah, I know. And it's a thing where she can't help it. She can't help what's going on. It's, but it's a natural transition in life, and just got to be there and be supportive. Yeah, sometimes it gets a bit wearing, but you deal with it and go on. So, going to show you things like there are different kinds of metal casting that you don't have to dump $10,000 into to be able to cast small little pieces that look great and possibly an income earner for you. Going to show you some other things like using a CNC. You don't have to go out and drop 10 grand on a desktop CNC. You can literally spend a couple $100, get one, get yourself used to using it. You don't have to be an artist. You can use other things. You can use pieces of art that you can buy or that are free for use, and you can make pieces from them. What's even better is one of the casting techniques I'm going to be showing in some of the upcoming videos, I'm going to use the CNC to carve into a type of wood and cast metal, literally casting molten metal into this wood that I've cut up with the CNC machine, and make pieces with that. All these things, I'm just going to show you ways that you can do things. I'm going to continue in with a lot of the prior content I had where I was showing people how you can make things look like there's something else, and you don't need a ton of experience or actual talent in doing it. As for the channel, like I said, I'd like to get back to doing this about once a week and going on with that. And generally during these live streams, it's going to be basically let's talk. Let's just see how everybody's doing. Let's talk about what's going on out there, see how everybody is feeling, and just go with it from that. And then there are some other things I want to do with the channel, and I'm going to be starting a series called iFly. And basically what it is going to be about short or even longer trips and filming those, but they're not going to be these big huge in-depth trips. Like the very first one I'm going to do is I fly to Orlando for a butterbeer. And if you're anything that knows about the Harry Potter world, then Universal Orlando has this great Harry Potter world in there. So what I'm going to be doing is I'll fly down to Orlando, go to Universal, to the Harry Potter world, share my experience there, get the butterbeer, which if you've never had it, oh my gosh, it is liquid sin. That's the only way I can describe it. It is just an amazing thing. But that's something that things I'm going to be doing. I fly to one of the things we found out. Our grandniece, her father-in-law owns a family deli on Long Island that has been up and running for decades. I think it's 3 or 4 decades now, the family has been running this deli. And Miss Sunrise, if you're not feeling so good, that's okay. Thank you for being here, hun. We love you. Thank you. Make sure you get over there, put the link for your channel in there, Miss Sunrise. And everybody get over there and check her. She's got a great one. But the thing is that it's we're a family here. We try to support each other. We try to show some love. We try to show some respect. Miss Sunrise Dawn's got a great one going. She's got her critter connection going there. It's really good stuff. Fluffy, thing is that's one of the big things that you constantly hear about it in the Harry Potter books. You see it in the movies. It's called a butter beer, but they make one that's a non-alcoholic version at Universal, and literally it tastes like liquid sin. To me, it does. I don't know about anybody else, but man, that stuff's so good. You get me an intravenous. Harry Potter World is amazing. Think of me when you're there. HP is my soul. I do not support rolling, though. Here's the thing. I believe everyone has a right to their own beliefs. I believe that everybody has a right to their own feelings. And what I don't do is I don't put who J.K. Rowling is, what her beliefs or anything into how I feel about the books and the movies. For us, the kids grew up, we would go to the midnight releases of the books. We would, and then I would read the books to the kids. And then the movies would come out. We go to the midnight showings of the movies. And then, we've got the complete Harry Potter collection. And I don't know how many different collections we've got that are just the Harry Potter collection. And for us, that is a very special place in our life. It was something the kids grew up on. And no matter how you feel about, the author, J.K. Rowling, or her personal politics, the stories themselves are just good stories, and we enjoy them. And they've been a part of our life, and we enjoy, sharing with each other in them. So we're going to be doing things like that. So as I was saying, our grandniece, her father-in-law owns this deli on Long Island in New York. And man, when I looked at all the stuff they're serving up there, they have an incredible selection of food they're going to have. And so one of the things I'm going to be doing is iFly to Long Island to enjoy deli food, stuff like that. It's going to be iFly is going to be the series. I'm going to be getting out there and just doing a lot of one-day hops. I fly to Chicago for hot dogs. I fly to New York to ride the world's most famous roller coaster. Those kinds of things. That's what I'm going to be. Those are the kinds of things we're going to be doing with it. Of course, we're going to be doing things like I fly to Tokyo for ramen. I fly to Osaka for takoyaki, different kinds of things. So with those kinds of trips, I'll fly out to the signature destination, which is generally like Tokyo. I'll fly into Tokyo. We'll film while I go to my favorite chain restaurant for ramen in Tokyo, which is the Yoshinoya chain that they have there. And it's, one of those ones that I love. Every time I go to Tokyo, I've got to eat there. Yeah, I know it's a chain restaurant and all that, and I generally enjoy mama pops over chains. But that's, just one of those places to me. It was one of the first restaurants I ate at in Japan, and it's one of those things I truly enjoy. Let's see here. Mona, how's Father Ben? Father Ben has been doing really well. Father Ben Dover has been, he's been studying much more deeply into the clerical world, but we're just, trying to get going with it, get things rolling back. Hopefully when we get back rolling pretty good, we can get, let's see. I don't know, James, y'all have a good night, but to take the daughter shopping outlets. Poe had 3 Kalita come back to back from your neck of the woods. Stay safe. Yeah. Kalita is a good group over there. Real nice people. Kareen, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. So, those are the things we're looking at doing. That's what I want to get rolling with the channel. And I want to, just enjoy things. I want to keep it more on the lighter side, on the positive side, not worrying about all the drama and the conflict. And I hate you and you don't support, I'm not about all that. I'm about you have a voice, you're allowed to have your voice, but we don't have to agree. We don't have to agree on anything to still have open conversation and open dialect and enjoy the time together with each other. It's those points of not agreeing with people that I think builds for the stronger conversations, and it makes for better friendships. If you can accept someone for their differences and not worry about the other drama that builds into it, then by all means, I think that you're going to have a great relationship going into things, and it's going to be stronger because you'll be able to be the true you, and they're going to be able to be the true them. And you don't have to worry about, is this, am I going to get backstabbed, things like that. So that's the wonderful things about it. Yadira, thank you for being here, hon. Thank you. We appreciate you. I'm trying to make sure we aren't missing. Flea, what's up? Thank you. We can agree to disagree and keep it moving. That's the thing, is with true friends, you don't worry about, they're allowed to be who they are. I have friends that do some absolutely messed up stuff, and I think it's hilarious watching them get themselves caught up in it. And they know. I'll tell them, you stupid. And and they'll tell me when I'm being stupid. My dad's company put in the Harry Potter world at Universal. Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. And a lot of work went into that. So you guys know where I've been, what I've been doing, how things have been going. So, what questions y'all got? What do you want to know? Let's throw that out there. Just please remember, I'm not going to get into any really personal stuff on it. I'm not going to say who I'm working for, what my position is, just simply because there are people out there that will, they go after stuff like that. Before I left, I had people that were going to messaging all the former police departments I'd worked for, wanting to get my work history, my work records, things like that. They wanted to know stuff they didn't need to know, calling up, you Poe works for you, and if you continue to have him working for you, then I'm going to make sure that life is, we don't need that crap. I like people who challenge me and help me be better. I'm always learning and growing mentally, emotionally. Stopped growing vertically at 15. Yeah. I'm actually at that point where I'm no longer growing, but I am actually starting to come down a little bit. Used to be 6'2". I'm not there anymore, but that's just how it is. So here's something. If you have a question or a comment, put it in all caps. Question, just put a Q in there in caps, and then put your rest of it in non-caps because we don't want people yelling at each other, or a C, and we'll get to them. Susie Alt, let's see here. It's nice to see people that I would only see here. It's nice. We have a good family, good community here. And are you going to do cop videos again? Yes. A lot of people have been asking, when are you coming back with the cop videos? Yeah, I'm going to bring back the cop videos because the thing is that I know a lot of people enjoy it. I love doing it, and I love talking smack about a lot of stuff going on in those. We're just glad to see your face and hear you're good. Thank you so much, Ushi. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Chris on the drums. I really look forward to the trip videos. I can live vicariously through you. Absolutely. And hopefully, if we get them rolling strong enough, we're going to be able to invite people to go along with us. Just remember, something a lot of people don't understand when you're doing these trips and you're filming your trips or you're live streaming from your trips. A lot of people think it's, that it's all we're going and having these great times. A lot of it's eaten up just by filming, by, making takes of everything that you're doing. Sometimes you have to do 2 or 3 different times. I get tongue tied so bad sometimes that I literally just have to walk away for a few minutes, come back, and then redo it. So, but yeah, once we get rolling and we get things going good enough, yeah, I'll be more than happy to invite people with me. Hey, your brother, they have been putting my family through it. It's all being documented and compiled. The problem is that a lot of the people that are doing this stuff ain't got a penny to rub together. Yeah, so suing them don't do anything. We can agree to disagree and still respect each other as long as there's no hate involved. Absolutely. You know what? You hate something, okay, let it out. But the fact is, you can't force me to agree. Holy Derringer, Dyeringer. I hope I get it right. Holly Dyeringer. Hi from Akron, Ohio. Howdy. And you guys are not too far. You're about a 2-hour drive from me. Beagle Phil, and I have missed you. Thank you so much, Holly. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Question. Will you have guests on your channel or just you? I plan on having some guests on. There are some folks that I had lined up. I was going to bring on. Uh, uh, Okay, I just saw a question there, and I'll get to that in a second here. But yeah, I plan on bringing guests on from time to time. Some may be here in studio, others may be, do from live streaming from their place. Am I in contact with Nance Drew? Will you do more fundraising for her? I made the commitment a while back. I was not doing any more chatathons. I was not going to be involved in that. I felt that the community as a whole was starting to get very fundraising wary. They were getting very tired of constantly, there was a new fundraiser for this, there was a new fundraiser for that. I felt certain people had, I don't know how you would say it, had, they were using the fundraising when they had the money themselves. And that was my feelings, is that I find out, well, this person already had the money in their savings, but they felt they shouldn't have to spend their money because they were doing anti-Scientology work, so the anti-Scientology community should pay for it. So that's one of the reasons why I won't be doing any more fundraising for anybody. I feel for them and all that, and I may contribute on some of the fundraisers, but I'm not personally getting involved with it. It was a lot of work on my part. There were a couple of them that I had spent a month or more trying to put together, and then turn around and get stabbed right in the back for it. So, I had one that I'd spent weeks putting it together, and the person we were doing it for messages me hours before we're supposed to go live and says, "Hey, sorry, I'm walking away. Sorry." And that's the last I heard from that person. So, those are the things. That's why I'm not going to be doing any more fundraising. Nance Drew, never really was in that much contact with her when we did the fundraiser for her. The what was it, the Boobathon? That was the only time I had any real contact with her. Some people didn't like my perspective as a retired police officer as to what happened, but the fact is that it's just, I give it as I see it. And, laws may be different in different states, different cities, but the fact is that I what I see, I tell you what I see and I feel, and I tell you very, very clearly, I am not an expert. I am not an attorney. I am not giving legal advice, just giving my opinion of what I see. And some people didn't like that, and you have every right in the world not to like it. You have every right in the world to your own opinion, but I also have a right to my opinion. Let's see. Mischief Managed. Johnny Smalley had a court date yesterday. It did not go. No, I've been keeping up with that. I may be doing some Johnny Somali content as well, but yeah, my man Johnny Somali is just digging himself deeper and deeper and deeper. There's tons of channels out there that are doing streams on it. Cop vids, because you get all worked up. Watching your reactions are priceless. Thank you, Doug. Yeah, some of the stuff just blows my mind. Can't stay, but wanted to say hi. Thank you. And thank you so much. Appreciate you being in here. Let's see. I like to watch the body cam videos at night. Yeah. Are they not addicting? Are they not? I mean, why are there so many channels that are just dedicated to body cam videos? So if they're not entertaining. Saw the video Tozy did on Johnny Smalley. No, didn't go well at all. No, not at all. I think that, that's one of the things that happens with these folks who get out there and they start getting some popularity in the live streaming world. They think that they are above the law and they can do what they want. There's a lot of people who like to go to other countries, not just Americans. If you're watching any of the stuff that's going on out there, there are a lot of other countries with some folks acting really bad when they go out of their own country and they feel they have a right to demand to be treated as though they're in their own country, and they don't realize you are in a different country and they don't have to respect nothing about where you come from. So you got to be careful with that stuff. Let's see here. And thank you again for another 5 gifted memberships. Really appreciate that. Let's see. Let me see here. Okay, Chris on the drums comment. You and Secrepitus seemed really tight. I don't know if that's still the case, but I appreciated both of you when you did videos together. Haven't been able to get hold of Bill in a little while. Bill has been having some family issues he's been dealing with. And answering your question as well, Mona. Best wishes to Bill, but he kind of had to go radio silent for a while because he is taking care of issues other than himself. He's taking care of family, and you have to respect that. I just try to check in every once in a while, say, hey, how you doing, brother? Tell me how you doing. You were close on my name. It would make it hard G Deringer, very German. I'm in your neck of the woods. I work for, oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Friedrich Meyer, the founder of Meyer. And believe it or not, I grew up down where Kroger comes from. So, that's now the largest grocery chain store in the United States, Kroger. And I remember when they were just a regional thing in southwestern Ohio. When you travel, always know where your embassy is. Absolutely. Well, there's a lot of things that, um, maybe we'll do a live stream about it. You want to travel internationally. I've done it before, but the thing is that if you're going to be traveling internationally, you've got to be able to, you got to study. You don't just show up and go, I'm here, deal with it. That doesn't work. Know about where you're going, have a plan in place, and be respectful. It's their country. Be respectful to them. Let's see here. What do we got here? Selena. I saw a body cam video on an 11-year-old girl who prank called 911. Have you seen it? Maybe. I see so many of them. It is not, it's crazy. But I'll have to take a look. Who is Johnny Somali? Oh my gosh. Johnny Somali is someone who has been labeled by a lot of other folks as a nuisance streamer. He goes to other countries, and from the best description I can have is he does things intentionally for his live streaming audience. Because when he does these things, I don't know if you can hear it or not, that daggone dog's down there snoring at my feet so hard that he's actually interrupting me. But Johnny went to Israel. Allergies are horrible right now. Went to Israel. Got himself in a bunch of trouble there. Went to Thailand. I think it was in Thailand. He got punched in the face. Goes to Japan, gets arrested in Japan. And I believe he is not allowed to enter Japan for 3 years, I think it is. And now he is in South Korea. Did what would be considered absolutely horrible things. And he's facing many years in prison. And don't think because you're an American or something like that, you can just go and act however you want. And people are just going to go, oh, they're American. It's okay. No, you get in other countries like South Korea, places like that, you go to jail. It ain't like American jail. Sarah Turner, howdy, Sarah. I missed you. You remind me of my Army Reserve Company commander, the cool one. Thank you. Thank you. I was enlisted, so please don't call me sir. Yeah, Johnny Smalley is just something else. Yeah, Roscoe, he's something else. I mean, if you've seen some of the pictures I put out there, he literally goes out there, runs like a maniac for an hour or two in the yard, comes in and just passes out right there on the couch. So he's something else. He's not in prison because in South Korea, when you get charged with a crime, they don't keep you in jail because they don't take on the liability. And so you're allowed out and you're allowed to freely travel unless you're considered a direct threat to the community. So what's going on with him is he's out on what would be considered a personal bond, but he has to go to court. He's not allowed to leave South Korea, and he's looking at a lot of time. And the answer, no, wrong one. The answer is yes, probably. I don't know. I'm asleep. But one of the things I do know is that as I've lost weight, my snoring isn't like it used to be, and I don't have the sleep apnea like I used to. And sometimes that bothers the wife because she's gotten so used after 35 years of being married to that snoring monster next to her. And when the snoring starts going away, they're like, it kind of throws off your whole thing. American jails are a lot like resort compared to international prisons. Absolutely. My email, Laura, if you want to put my email in there, or one of the mods, if you want to put my email. Oh, there it is. Okay. See, I'm a little bit behind, But there you go, James. Yeah. It's literally poondago@gmail.com. So here it is up there for everybody wanting my email. That's what the email is for the channel here. Let's see. Yeah, that's the thing. They don't want to feed you. They don't want to house you. They don't want to take the liability on if something happens to you when you're in their jails. Let's see. I'm listening, but loading luggage. And I just say it's all right. Oh, Lord, look who decided to finally make their way in. So sorry that we couldn't stream at a time that's opportune for Dusty. If somebody could put Dusty's channel up in there, Dusty is one of our good friends. He has been one of those people that from the moment that I left till now has been supportive, has been right there asking how I'm doing, if I need anything. Dusty has been a real friend, like Cheryl, a lot of people that are out there, and I appreciate and love you all for what you've done. Let's see. Would they have to extradite Somali to America? That's if he faces crimes in the United States, but now he's facing some real stuff in South Korea. I mean, we're talking like over a decade that he's facing. Will he get it? I don't know. I don't know a lot about the Korean uh penal system, so I don't know how that all works. Bet I snore louder than you and your dog put together. Hey, if that's how you run, that's how you run. Dad snoring in a chair next to me right now. That's the hey, that'd be me. I'd be in there, and we got new sofa that has the recliners and everything in it. And first thing my daughter said is, "Yep, there's Dad's new napping spot." I've lost 100. Awesome in the year. I think my there you go. All right. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, it may be a sorry, maybe a good for you kind of thing. But you know, uh it's hard when things go south like that. So folks, you got any more questions, comments, or anything? Let's throw them up there. Let me know. Yeah, and everybody make sure you say howdy to Dusty. Cheryl was up in here, Sarasota, Jerry was in here, Scooter, anti cult report California. Dougie is one of our good friends of the channel. Y'all make sure you shout out to everybody, let them know how you're feeling. Let's see here. I didn't know women snored, Linda. I didn't know that. When I snore, it's because of allergies. I wake myself up. My allergies have just been horrendous. I don't know what it is about this year, but we've got so many noxious weeds that are growing. They're popping up out of nowhere. We get our yard treated, and the weeds are just ridiculous. And you actually lost 120 pounds. That's awesome, dude. I am really happy for you. Hope you're feeling better. I know this. Oh, I am so sorry. Sorry. Is this Tanya from Toronto? Was that you? I've been out of the loop so long. I keep missing out on people, and it's Canada, not California. So I do apologize. I'm not insulting the Canadians. So, and I wish there was better relationships between the U.S. and Canada right now. I truly enjoy getting over there. I've always had just great times in Canada. I had, other than the time we decided to go to Toronto, take the kids to see the Lion King. And when we got there, we found out that it was Catholic World Youth Conference going on. So there were tens of thousands of teenagers running around like gangbusters out there. Pippi Longstocking, Dusty, that's awesome. I've lost over 60 pounds. Awesome for you. Awesome. Yep. See there, Laura, that's what I thought. Women do not snore. That's a myth that they do. See, I knew it. But what can I say? Let's see. No Scooter Mom. Now Scooter Batania from T. Oh, okay. Scooter Mom. Okay. Folks changing their screen names and stuff like that. Sometimes it's hard for me to keep up, and a lot of it's happened while I've been gone. No, I don't pay attention to a lot of the anti-Scientology channels anymore. To be honest with you, I'm lucky if I'll get 10 minutes in a day to go online. If I'm at work, I have an actual office, and I'm lucky if I'm in my office in an 8 or 12-hour shift, 30 minutes. The rest of the time I'm out on the facility grounds, doing what I do, managing and being a supervisor and leader. So I don't get the time to go on like I used to. But also, it's given me time now that when I'm on, I'm looking into a lot of things that I really enjoy. One of the things that I'm also getting back to is going to be going for that pilot's license. After we get things leveled out and start getting things cleared out, going to be going back and getting that pilot's license and enjoying that. Are you going to do a live for our fur babies? I can certainly do that. That's not a problem. And that's awesome. That'd be great. I love my puppy. I did one what was it, about a month ago during a thunderstorm we had here. Y'all know I love my thunderstorms, so that's one of the things there. But this has been the first official Poe on the Go live stream. I really missed all the good people who engaged with the channel. So awesome seeing you all here. And Chris, you're one of those good people. So thank you for being here. Indigo, are there any places you want to travel or specific food you want to try? Well, fortunately for me, I've had the luck of being able to travel pretty much as much as I want. So what I'm going to be trying to share more of the different places around the world. One of the things I'm going to be doing is at one point I want to get back to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, to the place where I did the breakfast video and, doing the, showing that place off again. They had a breakfast dish called roti canai. The sauces that they had with that, they're unbelievable. And I cannot recreate those here. So I got to get over there, find out what they're actually making them from and do a video of it. I flew to Kuala Lumpur for breakfast, that kind of stuff. Yeah, autocorrect. Yeah, that drives me crazy. That's why I'm glad. Oh my goodness, good for you, Jerry. I'm trying. I am trying. It's probably the hardest thing that I've ever tried to do is give up smoking. But that's I was on strong pain relievers for a long time. I was on Norco. I was on the highest dosage that they can give you, and I was on it 3 times a day. Cold turkey, no side effects, no withdrawals, nothing like that. It was, it was one of those things. I was very fortunate for that. There we go, Canadian girl, Pogo Neons. I don't know what to. I can't speak today, but yeah, it's good to see everybody back here and having a good time. Let's see. Yeah, Dusty, why don't you put the dates up for that so that we know about the Lisa McPherson Memorial and all that? I believe it's December 15th or December 5th. I can't remember which one. I've got it written down on my calendar. So no, I haven't forgotten it. I just don't have my calendar right here. Let's see. Dougie, I have 230 mic overland trip to Siskiyou Mountains, all 4x4 roads. 6-day trip. That's awesome. I am let's see, Bo Beach Black Sheep, what's up? Let's see, how about yeah, there you go. So let's talk about some of the other projects I have in mind. I am trying to put together sponsors for a motorcycle trip. Mare, how you doing? Good to see you. That's all right, you're here. But the thing is that I'm trying to put together sponsors for a motorcycle trip that I want to do. I want to start at the very northern tip of Vietnam at the China border, ride motorcycle all the way to the bottom of Vietnam, then come back up through Cambodia, Laos, then go all the way from the very top of Thailand all the way down to Malaysia, and ending up in Singapore at the what is the South China Sea there. It's 6 countries, nearly 6,000 kilometers, almost 4,000 miles. We'll be doing it in brackets, go out for a couple weeks at a time, doing 100 to 200 kilometers a day. And you got to do it in daytime. You can't do it at night. It gets absolutely crazy in some of those countries. Nighttime, it gets very dangerous especially to be on a motorcycle doing that. But that's one of the trips I want to do. 6 countries, 6,000 kilometers, motorcycle adventure of a lifetime. If we can get that together, that goes well, then I'm looking at, I want to do motorcycle trip through Mongolia, I want to go to Tibet. I want to go to, get back over there, get to the base of Mount Everest, be in the Himalayas, and I want to share every moment of it. I want all of you, Long Way Around with you. I know I haven't seen that, but I'll have to check that out. Long Way Around with you and McGregor. I watched, there was a British comedian, Jack something. He and his father were doing those trips, but a lot of that was really gimmicky. I want to show the real stuff. I want to show, here we are, we're in Vietnam and you know, we're here at this village, we're eating this, we're doing that. These are the people. I want to show the real thing. I don't want scripted. I don't want, the kind of thing going on where people are, where it's all fake. I want to show the real essence of it all. And to me, that's important stuff. I want to be there. I want to, be part of it all and just enjoy the experience and share it with everything. What country would you go to if you could, one that you haven't been to? There's not a lot. Trying to think of, I think it's called Bhutan. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, Bhutan. That is probably one of the most locked up countries in the world, where they don't allow a lot of people to come in for tourism, things like that. It has been, a lot of changes haven't happened because of the fact that they aren't allowing a lot of foreigners to come into the country. I'd love to go there and see what they've got going on. Let's see. Bo Beats, dangerous in what way? Big trucks, things like that. There are a lot of people who are on motorcycles that, even in cars that end up being unalived. And it's just because the roadways, bad driving, things like that. And it can get real dangerous. There are other channels that I watched where they've done motorcycle trips, and they did them during the pandemonium era. And they felt that if they tried to do it now, it just wouldn't be possible because it just gets too dangerous. Let's see. There are places in Africa I'd like to get to. Unfortunately, there's a lot of conflict going on in Africa right now, so I'm staying clear of there. I'd love to get over to, I forget what the name, Kandahar, I think it is, in Saudi Arabia, where they're opening that new Six Flags amusement park, which is going to have the world's tallest, longest roller coaster, 600 or 700 foot tall. I'd like to go see that. There are places in Canada I want to go see. Want to get up to Alaska for the 4th of July next year. They have this big thing going on up there where they literally take these junk cars and they put them on full throttle and jump them off a 300-foot cliff. And so the wife and I want to go up there and we want to see, what's going on with that. There's a lot of places we want to see. Let's see. I want to go to New Zealand. Would love to see Hobbiton. Yeah, I hear there's really great setups there where you can go see, where they filmed the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies and things like that. Like to see the Philippines. My good friend and family are Filipino, great people. I plan on getting over to the Philippines. I have some streamer friends that live over there. Let's see. No, I haven't been to Cuba, but I'd like to. I'd like to see Cuba. I'd like to see the people, meet the people, feel feel who they are, get a real vibe for the country. 3-month trip to Africa in 97. Wouldn't be able to go do that trip now. Yeah, unfortunately, there is a lot of conflict going on over there. That's their countries, that's their politics, their things. And that's just how, I'm not getting involved in their stuff. Only been to Taiwan. Taipei is amazing. Did a layover in Taipei, and from what I saw of it, I absolutely loved it. Let's see here. Just trying to make sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Ice Road Truckers did it. Oh no, I got no interest in climbing Everest either, Chris. Nope, that's not my deal. But I want to go see it. I want to go see Kathmandu. I want to enjoy, Tibet. I want to enjoy Nepal. I want to see those countries. I really want to see Bhutan. Let's see, count on me out of that roller coaster nonsense. Look, I used to love roller coasters. I used to love getting on them. I don't know how I'm going to do now at 56, but it seems like I'm a little bit more adventurous than I used to. That's all right, honey. Thank you, Mr. Manage, for being here. We really appreciate you being here. Oh, you have family in Taiwan. Okay. Yeah, awesome. Here's something that I've heard. You want to see true traditional Chinese values and things like that, Taiwan is the place that you want to go to. I don't know personally if that's the truth or, how it is. But, they say Taiwan has just some great stuff. Uh, let's see. Grace, nobody. I've only been to Canada and the Bahamas. Hey, you know what? Canada, I've always enjoyed Canada. If you're really wanting to get out there and enjoy, a lot of nature, things like that, Canada is awesome. Want to take the wife to Newfoundland. There was a show that we used to watch that showed places in Newfoundland, and it just looked beautiful, gorgeous settings, and that's what I'd like to take her there to see it. It's one of those things where if you try to fly in, it's like $5,000 to fly there. So you hop on a ferry that takes you hours and days to get there. But the thing is that I think it'd be awesome. Let's see. I want to go back to England and get out of London, London some more. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm wanting to do with this iFly. Is it's not so much about Tokyo or London or Bangkok. I want to go and explore Kuala Lumpur. I'm actually going to be going to a suburb of Kuala Lumpur, but I want to see more of the areas outside of the big tourism things. I've always been big about that. I of course I'm going to hit all the tourist spots because I'm a junkie for tourist spots and stuff like that. But the fact is I like to go off the beaten path where they don't see a lot of Americans or foreigners. Love to go to Borneo, see the orangutans. Yeah, that'd be, I don't know. Uh, let's see here. Oh, Chad got you hooked on the Dabbleverse. Less drama, more funny. I don't know. There's some pretty ruthless stuff goes on there, Bo Beats. That was some crazy stuff when I dipped my toe in there. My brother did a tour all the baseball parks here in the U.S. That'd be really interesting. I'm just not a baseball fan. When it comes to professional sports, I like sumo, I like MMA, and I like Aussie rules football. So I'd love to get over to Australia and actually see an Aussie rules football match. I think that'd be insane. Those guys, you talk about Iron Man. Wow. The things that they do. No, my wife is not she likes to travel, but she doesn't like the international stuff. She doesn't like to go where she can't speak the language, the different foods and things like that. She's comfortable with, as she says, I'm an American. I like my American food. I like being able to talk to people wherever I go. So there'll be a lot of stuff where she'll go with me if it's in the United States. And the thing is that I'm not going to, let's see. Oh yeah, that would be interesting as well. Now that Six Flags and Cedar Fair have merged, Cedar Point's parent company, Cedar Fair, merged with Six Flags, so they're now the largest theme park amusement company in the world. Kings Island is offering a season pass that would be good at several, if not all, Six Flags locations as well. Yeah, I mean, Michigan's not known for its amusement parks, but we have one called Michigan's Adventure. We have probably one of the most underrated wooden roller coasters in the world in Shivering Timbers. It's just an airtime monster. And if you watch any of the roller coaster channels, they'll tell you that they love it. It's rough, it's rickety, but it's just amazing. Happy to see you streaming again, but I can't stay. I'm not feeling well tonight. Sorry to hear that, but thank you for being here. We appreciate you being here. Let's see. Born and raised in British Columbia, been up the coast to Alaska. Absolutely breathtaking. That's the thing. Do you realize Cambodia is at war too right now? Not right now. It's been back and forth. We're just waiting to hear what's going on. You want to stay out of the area. As a matter of fact, one of my friends, Dave, who has a channel, Gotta Love Thailand, he lives in the area that Cambodia has been shooting the rockets into. Thankfully, he's doing good. There have been some people who are no longer with us because of what has happened, but hopefully they're going to be able to get things straightened out. Played rugby in junior high. It was fun, but in many ways was more fun than football. And that's one of the things. That's why I like the Aussie rules. It's crazy. All my tie dyes are available. Come on. Let's see. Getting in here and using me as a platform to shag your wares there, Dusty. But no, Dusty does some really cool tie-dye stuff. I'm just not a huge tie-dye person, but I know it takes some skill to do it. Six Flags here in New Jersey. It's a 2-hour drive for me, or hour if my friends. There you go. That's awesome. Literally for me to go to Michigan Adventures, it's a 5-hour drive. To go to Cedar Point, it's an hour and a half. And Cedar Point has one of the greatest lineups of roller coasters in the world. What's so crazy about Cedar Point, and I know that there are other parks that have great coasters and all that. Cedar Point has the originals, the Magnum 200 XL, the first roller coaster, continuous circuit roller coaster to go over 200 feet. Then they have Millennium Force, which was I don't know if it's Hyper, Giga, whatever they call them, but it was the first one to go over 300 feet. And then they had Top Thrill Dragster. Top Thrill is what they call it now. Now it's Top Thrill 2. First one to go over 400 feet. So they've had a lot of groundbreaking things. I grew up minutes away from Kings Island, and Kings Island also had some great originals too. They had the Bat, which is the first suspended, full circuit suspended roller coaster. That's where the cars ride under the track instead of on top of it. They had King Cobra, which was the first stand-up coaster in the United States. They've had a lot of great ones. They had, so I've been very fortunate to be very close to two really good amusement parks growing up, and I've been to a lot more since then. Just going to see how my old body handles that. Cedar Point is an hour for me. I cut my teeth on the coasters. They're having a hard summer with the new ride. Don't remember the name. You're talking about Siren's Curse, the only tilting coaster in the United States. I had no interest in it, still have no interest in it. And now that I know that it keeps getting stuck and stranding people on top of it, I ain't going on it. So let's see here. Bacon Bits. Oh, we're going to see some more of that hot. I don't know who the heck that is. Camden area, Cherry Hill. Oh, okay. Excellent. No, it's not even that. I know a lot of police officers wear tie-dye. Let's see. Yeah, I designed those logos. Yep. Yeah, Shane. Yeah, Cedar Point's an incredible park. But you know what? Cedar Point's amazing. Kings Island is probably one of the most beautiful parks in the United States, and I grew up going there. I actually got to see Evel Knievel jump the fountains there at Kings Island. We were there when the Brady Bunch was filming. It was, to me, it's that the thing is it doesn't matter what they have. Kings Island always has a special place in my heart because that's, my childhood memories. When I was lost at Cedar Point, when I had enough nerve to ride Top Thrill, they shut it down. Oh, when you were last at Cedar Point. Yeah. They had a lot of issues with it, but they're getting it up and it's doing well. So, all right, folks, I think we're going to cut it off there. We're going into an hour and 15 minutes. Didn't want to push it too hard for the first live. So yeah, I think we've done well. If you want to email me, Laura, if you put my email in there. Let's see. What? I swore I'd never ride Beast after the last time. I thought it was going to come off the tracks. That's the whole point of it. That's Beast is one of those that I absolutely love. So folks, email me, let me know if you want to keep going with the weekly live streams, let me know in the chat here. We'll keep doing it. We'll be back. I'll be back next Wednesday. We'll have some new topics to talk about. I'll start looking at doing some of the police videos, things like that, sharing thoughts with that. I always enjoy it. Let's see. The PNE is one of the oldest wooden coasters. Went on it 14 times on 14th birthday. Scary because you never know when it's going to fall apart. Yeah, well, that's one of the awesome things about it. Great to see you back. Always great to see you awesome chatters. Yeah, absolutely. You all make the channel and we appreciate each and every one of you. As always, folks, thank you so much for being here and being part of this. I appreciate each and every one of you. As it has been, there's a lot of hatred and there's a lot of stuff going on that just didn't, it doesn't need to be part of all of this stuff. And I just want to let you all know that I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate the fact that y'all are being part of this. Let me take a look here and see what's going on. See here. Okay, my buddy Dave from Gotta Love Thailand is live right now. That's the only one I'm seeing out of my list. So I'll copy it. If y'all want to jump in there, just say hi. Let them know you appreciate them, and let them know that you came over from my channel, and that's big thing. But like I said, as always, thank you so very much. And remember, life is short. You get one shot. Make it count.